Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action this time with Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaken. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 79 yards. And the Packers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent.
Odell Beckham Jr. through the middle of the field. Odell Beckham. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up. Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Love now on 2nd down. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. Love now to pass on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Now Love. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Steps away. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham, 43 yards. And the Ravens have yet again retaken the lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On play action. Love to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Now Lamar changing the play. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Fighting his way through contact. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him it should open up things for you.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
They go play action now. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Love to throw for it on 4th. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the 1st half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Jackson. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Jackson. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10. It's Love now back near his goal line. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
This is taken at about the 14. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Yeah, this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Shoves him aside. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Dobbins trying the left side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Rocky Sin there to make the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
To throw now, here's Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, it's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go bootleg. Love sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get rep. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jordan Love keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Packers are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Love throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. Powering his way forward. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure that forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.